Oh, here we come. Hello, hello, everyone. We are live, live, live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a second to make sure that we are on the screen so I can share it on some more pages. Just give us a second. Here we are. Okay, let me share. There we are. Hello, hello, everyone. Let me turn my volume down, y'all. Thank you. So as you guys come into the room, please share this video. You know how you have those, with the internet, you just never know what's going to happen. You know, just never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to share it on my personal page here real quick. Okay. And then I'm going to share it in another group. I am so excited. That's probably why I've been messing up tonight because of all the excitement that I have in my soul. Let's see
So
here.
excited.
Alopecia group. Okay, here we go. One second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This gives us enough time for people to come into the room.
Yes.
Welcome, 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 everyone. Please share this out. Okay, there we are. Awesome. Hello, everyone. I see y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be here on tonight. My name is Jamie Elmore. I am the editor in chief of Bald Life magazine. I'm also your alopecia confidence coach. And for my babies, I am their alopecia auntie. Yes, I wear a lot of hats. But you know what? When you wear a lot of hats, that means that you have a bigger responsibility. So I don't take my responsibility lightly at all. But I'm excited to be here on tonight. Again, welcome to Bald Life Magazine, Living a Bald Life. We do this show every single Friday, and we are growing so much. We have been doing it 2 and 3 times a week. So that just means that we are making an impact and there is a need for what we do. So, what is Bald Life Magazine all about besides being a magazine? The only Bald Life magazine in the market. Okay, let me put it out there. How about that? We're the only Bald Life magazine in the marketplace. So that is history in and of itself, and it's an honor. But what are we going to do tonight? Bald Life Magazine, this platform. What is this platform all about? This platform is for men, women, and children that are bald due to alopecia and cancer, or by choice or medically induced. This is a platform for those individuals that are dealing with hair loss. Like I said, due to alopecia, cancer, medically induced, or simply by choice, this platform is for them. This gives them an opportunity to share their story, to stand in their truth, and to unapologetically rock their crown. So if you guys know anybody that's on your friend list or anybody that you're connected with, you need to get them in the room tonight, because tonight we're going to talk about hair loss. We're going to talk about my sister, my girlfriend's story. So, what is alopecia? Alopecia. You see two beautiful bald women on the screen, and some of you may say, "What's going on tonight?" But we're going to talk about alopecia. Alopecia is a autoimmune disease. It's where your immune system attacks your hair follicle and causes your hair to fall out. Now, there are 6.8 million people in the US, 147 million people worldwide that have this disease. And I really believe those numbers are off. I believe there are more people that are suffering from this condition. It's not contagious. It's basically our immune system. Our immune system cannot identify with our hair. Our hair is like a foreign invader to our bodies. So that makes our hair fall out. Now, there are different types of alopecia. There's alopecia areata, where you start off with the bald spots like I did. There's alopecia totalis, where you just lose hair on your head. And then there's alopecia universalis, where it's total body hair loss. You have no hair. Like for me, that's where I am. I lost my hair on my head, my eyelashes, but I am rocking my eye accessories, as y'all can see. Okay. I lost my eyelashes, I lost my eyebrows, and I lost my nose hairs. And you guys might notice that I may be wiping my nose. That's because I don't have any nose hairs. And you know what's so amazing? I want to call it amazing, but what makes you understand and realize how important certain functions or certain things are when it comes to your body and your life is when you don't have it anymore. I didn't realize how important nose hairs were until I lost my nose hairs. So my nose just starts running out of nowhere. But tonight, guys, we're going to talk to my girlfriend, to my sister on tonight, give her an opportunity to tell her story. Oh my God. I don't take it lightly because I believe that our stories are not our stories. Our stories are for someone else because it gives not only the person telling the story an opportunity to heal, but it gives the listener an opportunity to heal and to realize that they are not alone. So, sis, Monica, you are absolutely beautiful on tonight. I want to say welcome tonight, sis. How are you doing?
How are you? How are you, Jamie? I'm doing really good. I'm just grateful for this opportunity to tell my story, and thank you for this platform. Without you and what you're doing, I don't think I would be able to have transitioned the way that I have. So first off, I want to thank you.
You are so
You are
welcome,
an
sis.
angel.
Thank you, sis. You are amazing. I have been watching you and following you, excuse me, guy, for a long time, for at least about almost a year. And I saw a beautiful picture of you. I saw you on Facebook. You were exercising and working out. And I was like, oh. Then you were bald. And I was like, oh, I need to check the sister out. So I've been following you for a while. And I just want to thank you for all that you're doing and just the work that you've been doing. And I'm just excited to hear more about your story. So we're just going to jump right in. Please tell us when you first noticed that you were losing your hair.
I was about the age of 11 when my hair started falling out. But as I look back on, some of my older pictures when I was a little girl, like 4 years old, I could see that I had patches that early. But at the time, I didn't know what it was. But yeah, so I would say 11. And then I was diagnosed with alopecia at 12. My mom would take me to different doctors to try to figure out what's going on because, the hair was falling out. But it didn't happen. God, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll jump in. I'm all intrigued. You were like, you started noticing such a young age. So how did your mother explain to you what was going on? Was it more like she found the bald spots or did you find the bald spots in your head?
It wasn't sudden. Patches would they start out small and then they would just keep, you know what I mean? Like with time. Mm-hmm. And she would try to do the comb overs and I'd wear headbands to try to cover. And, back then, well, first it started with headbands and then we graduated to scarves to try to cover and then eventually wigs. And the wigs back then, Lord.
Girl, I can't even imagine
the wigs
what they were looking like.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But she tried so hard to, to find out what was going on. And
exactly.
We didn't have the knowledge back then, back in the 80s and 70s, and we have here now.
Yes. So what type of treatments did the doctors suggest or recommend for you?
At the time, I actually had a problem with my thyroid. Mm. So at the time, they thought that it was connected. So they put me on Synthroid. I think it was underactive, my thyroid at the time. They said it was childhood because I actually don't have thyroid problems right now, but as a kid I did. And that was interesting. So I don't know whether it was connected. I didn't do any injections or anything or any pills. They didn't have that back then. I mean, and I'm going to be 50 soon, so I've seen this whole thing evolve with the studying of it, and we didn't really know much back then. So,
So, okay, so you get diagnosed when you're in school, middle school. Tell me, what was it like? Did the kids tease you? Did you deal with bullying? Give us explain to us what it was like as a child, because I cannot imagine. I didn't get diagnosed as a child. I was an adult. So being a child with alopecia is on a whole nother level. A whole nother.
it was really, really rough. I can remember one, I don't even want to cry, but
That's okay. Please tell
still
us.
that after all these years, is still that as if it happened yesterday. I was walking home from school and I got jumped by these group of girls, and one girl pulled my wig off and threw it up in the air, and they was screaming, "Wiggy, wiggy, baldy, you freak, you ugly this." And yeah, it traumatized me. It did. I ended up having to go to different schools because when they would find out that I was wearing a wig, it was obvious that I was wearing a wig, because the wigs just looked like wigs, not like now we have the laced fronts and all of that where you can't tell. But and I feel like, what's interesting, because when I would lie and say, "Oh no, it's mine, it's my hair," I feel like they bullied me more, because it's like they knew I was living a lie, but I didn't know that. But now looking back as an adult, I'm like, ooh, it's interesting how that happened. But yeah, it was tough.
So did you regret going to school? I mean, did you have more than one wig? I mean, or was it like you had one wig and you had to
We
milk it out?
had one particular wig that we just washed, and yeah, it was bad.
So did you have a support system as far as in your school? Did you have any friends that you were able to really tell them that?
Well, what happened was, I thought I had a friend. Um, there was one girl at the time that I really told everything to, and I told her my secret, and she ended up telling somebody else. And then before you know it, the whole school found out that I had a wig on. So it was like a downhill from then. They teased me a lot. I mean, my parents had to take me out of the school, and
From school to school to school?
yes, I went to at least 3 schools because
Mm,
the bullying was so bad. And I was afraid to press charges, because I actually got beat up this one particular time, I told you, with a group of girls. And
yeah.
I didn't want to press the charges because I felt like it would be even worse if I did. So I suffered in silence for a really long time.
What was, I mean, as a child, what was your biggest regret? Or I'll say, what was the most challenging part of your journey as a child? Because you're going through school, you get bullied, and then I know at one point as well, and I'm kind of adding two questions together. You start liking boys, and you think about dating. How did you transition all of that?
Wow. It was a lot. I was afraid when anybody would ever get close to me or whatever, like they would, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
dating was really hard. Like I didn't even date, really. There was this one guy that I dated that we went to my church, and I still keep in contact with him now. When the girls beat me up, he actually, I don't want to cry, this makes me cry. He actually found the wig on the ground and put it back on my head, like helped me put it on, and walked me home. He was the only one. Yeah. So the dating was tough. I've got so many emotions going on
That's
right
okay.
now. It's almost like being back in that place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. So, sis, did it affect you as affect your womanhood? As far as, did you feel less feminine? For me, I felt like my femininity had been stolen or snatched away from me. Talk to us about how you felt as a woman and as a young girl as you grew up.
Um, I'm just so overwhelmed right now. I'm going to try not to
That's
break
okay,
down.
honey. Just breathe.
But I just got tired of, I feel like I was like living a lie. Um, I became this different person, like with the wig, like I wasn't, this is me now holding this for so many years. It's very freeing.
Hmm.
It's very, very freeing.
I understand because when I was wearing my wig, what I found, and I don't know if you dealt with this same thing, I realized that it was more than just hair loss I had to face. I had
Mhm.
to face myself in the mirror. And what I mean by that is I had to face some past things that I was hiding from.
Yeah.
I had to face my low self-esteem, unforgiveness, the rapes, the molestation. I had to face a lot of other issues so then God could show me who I was and heal me from the inside out. Now, did you ever on your journey, did you ever feel like you had to go to another secret place to
Well,
deal with
see, that's
outside of the hair
the thing.
loss?
I feel like that it was just more, it's more than the hair loss. I believe that my alopecia kind of started with trauma because I did deal with some abuse as a child as well. Don't really want to go
You
too
don't have
deep
to.
into it, but I believe that's kind of where it stemmed from.
Mm.
And I went to therapy, um, and it had definitely helped, getting that out there and just getting my feelings out, because you feel so alone. I remember going to school and just feeling so alone that I didn't have this outlet that we have now. I was the only bald girl in the school, or that I knew of. People could have been struggling with it, but I was the one that, you know, all eyes were on me. So yeah.
What were some of the positive things that you tried to make yourself feel better? What did you do to try and just and
Well, I
still?
sang in the choir. I'm a singer as well. I didn't add that to my, my little repertoire. Yeah, so I sang in the choir. I sang in competitions. I played sports. Um, I loved fashion. Um, Listening to music
Okay.
helped me a lot. And I have down the road, like in junior high school, I met a friend, a really close friend of mine who's like my best friend. Her name is Leanne. Said I told everything to. She's like one of the first people that I was able to share. I mean, at my older years, uh, just finding that support system, is important. People that actually just love you for you. You
Mm-hmm.
grow. When I was
Yes.
younger, I felt alone and I didn't want to talk about it. And keeping this as a secret for so long, you feel like you're all alone, but you're not. Especially, I found your group and a couple of other alopecia support groups that helped me transition from, wearing wigs. And it's the best decision I've ever made.
What made you decide, sis? It's okay. What made you decide to just say, you know what, I'm done. No more wigs. I'm just gonna show up
It was
authentically myself.
It was a little bit of everything all together. So wearing the wigs as I'm getting older, like the tape wouldn't stick because I'm going through, I hate to say the perimenopause
Me
word,
too, girl. Me too.
but like the tape and the glue would stick years ago when it was good and you couldn't tell, and I was just okay. And then I'm sweating. And then one time I was at this restaurant bar that I've gone to. This woman's like, "You're wearing a wig. Like, just call me out." Yes,
Oh
some people,
my God.
I could tell I'm a hairstylist. And I'm like, "No, I'm not." Lying again. I go into the bathroom and you can see the tape. I can laugh about it now because I'm living in my truth, but you could see the tape, how the wig had slipped back. So I couldn't get out of that one. That was one scenario. I was like, you know what? I'm just tired of hiding. I'm tired of not being able to be myself. Another thing with the wigs, TMI, but I started to get wigs and there was dead lice in my wigs.
No.
Yes. I was like,
Gross.
you know what? I can't do it. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That
I
that
know.
just
I was gross, right? But yeah, that and just wanted to be free. I got tired of lying. And I feel like I had to come to that place. Everything that I've gone through in my life had to bring me here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say I have any regrets, but I don't think I was emotionally and ready to do it back then.
Mm.
You know,
You said something key. You said you wanted to stop lying. Not lying to other people, but would you
lying
say
to
to
myself,
yourself? Mm,
lying to myself.
that's
Like
deep.
I used to say, who are you? How could anybody, how can you want to help people? You got to help by starting to help yourself, you
Yes.
know? Like
Yes.
I'd say everybody knows me as a singer and smiling and the trainer and, but all that was well and good. But I still was not happy,
Mm,
genuinely, internally happy. Now, I mean, I have my moments, people stare and I feel bad for a couple of seconds and I'm like, why am I feeling bad? Like, also, I hope I'm not going off on a
no,
tangent.
go ahead. Keep on.
What really rings true to me is like, these people really don't care. Like, nobody really cares. So they see it for a second. All right, I'm going to live my life and worry about what other people think for what?
Mm,
For what? We wasting our lives away worrying about. So all my life, I worried about what people thought about me, and it was exhausting. And
mm,
it's so nice to just be free, you
mm.
know. And if I can tell anybody that's struggling with alopecia or any kind of self-esteem thing, you're not alone.
Yes.
Don't worry about what other people think about you. I know it's easier said than done, and everybody it's a time, of when they're ready. But if I could just be you,
Mm,
just
exactly.
be yourself.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, we have to look at ourselves by ourselves in the mirror, you know,
Absolutely.
and whatever. And I tell people this too, freedom looks different on everybody. There may be some women that may choose to continue to wear their hair accessories or their wigs. That's fine for them. But whatever you got to do to get the healing, and the healing starts on the inside, and to walk in your freedom, whatever freedom looks like on you. But I'm gonna tell you, sis, freedom looks good on you, sis. How about that? How about
You know what? It's I grow every day. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. You
that?
know, I had to go through that dark time to get to the light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So and I have to say I'm not 100% like I'm healed. I have my moments where I feel a little depressed and it's like that sense of loss. I don't think that ever goes away. I don't know whether you can relate to that.
Yeah, I
It's
can relate. Mm-hmm.
I love my bald. I'm, living my truth, but there are times when I'm like, oh, I missed it. Why can't I have here? Why did this have to happen to me? But then I have to snap out of that,
Yes.
little pity party.
Yes. That's real though. That's real. What are some different styling accessories that you wear, when it's cold outside? I mean, what do you do to kind of switch it up a little bit? Talk to
I
us about
love,
that.
I love wrapping my head, um,
Yes.
scarves. I love
Mhm.
to get creative. I love hats, beanies.
Yes.
I would baseball caps.
Yes.
Um, there's a friend of mine. I don't know whether Dacia's watching, but she wears these hats, the fedoras. I wish I could.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna try one because
Try
she
it.
wears them. She
I
wears.
know that's right. I know that's
No,
right.
but I do. I love hats and wraps, and I love my earrings.
Yes,
I have,
girl.
girl. I'm
It's
loving
all in the
it.
earrings, the
I think,
accessorizing.
can I borrow those?
You sure can, girl. You sure can. As long as I can borrow that pretty dress.
Thank you, honey. And I love glasses. But,
Yes.
but I have to watch too because I don't want to start taking on another thing to try to hide. And
Hmm.
I don't know whether I don't, if you understand what I'm saying,
I
because
do.
because sometimes I feel like without my glasses, I'm not saying that I feel ugly, but I
You're
feel like I'm like
gorgeous,
my
girl.
security blanket for some reason. Like my glasses
Really?
are,
Girl, you
yeah.
look gorgeous. You can see them beautiful eyes without them glasses. Yes. Come through.
So yeah, I'm still, this is new to me, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
46 years of living a lie.
Mm.
That's a long time. So it's almost like I had to kind of do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Reinvent yourself. Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what
It's
you
not
mean.
easy. It's not easy. And I, oh, that's the other point. Sometimes, also getting
Mhm.
older now, I lose my points.
Girl, it's okay.
So when I forgot again.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
My mind moves a mile a minute, and then sometimes it's just like, ooh. Um, I was talking to someone today about, she was talking about how people, when noticing people, like, oh, some people are not necessarily looking, oh, yeah, feeling insecure when people stare, because I've been
Hmm.
getting a lot of that. And what I am trying to do is say, stop thinking negative all the time. Why do we always do that as women? Not even women, everybody. Like
Hmm.
when someone looks at us, automatically it's something negative. I'm like, maybe they're looking at you because you look good,
Yes. Yes.
And
Exactly.
but for so long, I've had this wall up because I got teased, and I think it became because of the trauma. I always have that wall, like, oh my God, why are you looking at me like that? I'm ready to kind of have an attitude because it's very uncomfortable. Yes, some people are rude, but it may be I might be part of the problem. Maybe I need to just, okay, all right, don't attack them, relax.
Hmm. Hmm. I know what you mean.
Maybe they're just admiring because I
Yeah.
have a personality. If I see you and you look good, I'm going to say, "Oh, you're beautiful," or "I like those earrings." I'm not going to just stare at you like that. Like
Hmm.
that's not what I do. But I think I'm learning a lot as I go.
Yes. Because
Calm.
it's a journey.
It is a journey. Instead of going in attack mode, ready to get them because they're staring at me, I can say, it's okay, Monica, maybe, because I'm not used to this. Like, how could someone be beautiful bald? But
You are.
we are.
Yes. But you are, because you know what? Without hair, you can see you're beautiful. Take your glasses off for a second. Let me just break this down for you.
Uh-oh.
So, without your hair, you can see your beautiful cheekbones, your beautiful eyes. I mean, and your nose and your lips. I mean, just look how beautiful you are. I mean, you can see you. You know what I'm saying? You can see all of you, and you are absolutely gorgeous. And you just made me think about. I know you have had this weight loss journey.
Mhm.
Can you talk to us about that? What has talk to us about that? Because that's
I
huge.
think, not I think, I know it's connected. The trauma as
Okay.
a child, the being bald, the alopecia, everything I believe contributed to my being overweight for so long. Um, and it caused depression and all kinds of things. So I think in hindsight, it's all connected. So I had to do some internal work. I didn't have any surgeries. No offense to people that had have surgeries or whatever to lose weight. God bless you, whatever you need to do. But I did it all natural. It took me, I'm going to say the first 6 to 8 months is when I lost the most. It came off quickly because I just did the opposite of what I was doing, wrong. I started doing right. I cut out soda. I cut out fast food, Chinese food. I love Chinese food. I loved anything fried. I cut all of that out. And I'm telling you, the weight just poured off. I also exercise, obviously. But the biggest thing for me was the diet. That's how I've been able to keep it off for so long. But I think, yes, that trauma and everything contributed to the weight gain. And then, just growth,
Mm-hmm.
to keep it off for a decade. I mean, it takes work. I think that's the hard part. Losing it is one thing, keeping it off. And I'm an emotional eater. Mm-hmm. So I have to always keep myself in check. But me helping other women heals me as well. It keeps me in check. So it's a win-win. I love what I do because I'm helping you, but you're also helping me. We're helping each other. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to give love. That's my email address, actually. Give love.
Yes, that's right. It is. But see, you just said something key. The more we help other people, because that's what happened with me when I started on my journey and when I started my support group. I got my strength from other people because I wasn't looking at myself anymore. It wasn't all about what I'm going through, how I feel, but you get strength when you're connected with.
Exhausting too, doesn't it? Like like, oh
yes.
my. And I did. It was like, they bullied me. They laughed at me. They did this, they did that. I'm like, I'm just tired of thinking about the past. I need to live in the now, live in your truth. This is how we heal. We have to deal with it head on.
Yes.
And just deal with it. Like, this is what my card was dealt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, yeah. But a lot of good things are happening since I'm living in my truth now. I mean, yes. I never dreamed I'd be modeling at 49. Like, who knew? They were like, you're never too old. Mm-hmm. I'm here to tell you, you're never too old.
No,
it's unbelievable what happens to one when you're yourself. I can't get the
about that.
What I'm trying to say. It's like,
talk to us about that modeling opportunity. Go into detail about, just because I know you just released some pictures and all that. Can you talk about a little bit?
A little bit.
I mean, if you can't, it's okay.
I mean, just because there's a lot of.
Okay, if you can, it's all right.
Yeah, like behind the scenes stuff, but it was just a wonderful opportunity.
Okay.
I can't really speak too much because rights of different things, what I mean?
Exactly.
I want to make sure I'm not putting people's stuff out there without.
Exactly. But you shared some beautiful photos on social media, and you were absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm getting ready to start singing again because I did sing before I started training. I was a local singer out here in my town, and I'm starting that up again, which is great. So I took a little break to kind of concentrate on my training, which is great. That's my number one love right now. Singing was my number one, but I have to tell you, there's one thing about when you're singing, I feel like there's a lot of people clapping for me and, oh, you're great, you sing wonderful. But what I'm getting out of this now, training and helping people, I'm actually seeing people's lives change and helping them. So to me, I'm getting so much more out of that. People are like, how come you don't sing anymore? It's not that I don't love it. I love to sing, but it's just not the path I'm on right now.
Exactly.
I'm just going. Does that make sense? It's
it makes sense. Yeah. How can people, are you open to getting more clients? How do people reach out to you if they need help with their weight loss journey?
Well, they can always, on Facebook, Instagram,
we can drop some information after the interview, maybe in the comment section.
That would be great. Right now with COVID, I'm kind of keeping my.
Oh yeah, you're doing it virtual, right?
I have yes, but I also have my own studio. Okay, I have my own studio, But the thing is, I don't do group
Good.
training. I do one-on-one. And if you do come, you have to have a mask. Okay.
Yes.
Social
Yes.
distance. You know,
Yes.
I do have clients, but I'm keeping it. I just want to see where this is going with the
Okay.
surge
I
and
understand.
everything,
I
all this
understand.
stuff. But I'm definitely still working. And you can
Okay.
give me a call. You can hit me up on my Facebook, Instagram, what do you call it, direct message,
Yes. DMing.
or
Yes.
email me. Yes. And I also do some online training as well. So I just
Okay.
started doing that.
That's awesome. But you know what? I'm about to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
And you
Mm-mm.
wasn't ready for this at all. But I know you have a beautiful voice. Do you have
Oh,
like a favorite, a little
oh.
bit of something that you can just bless us with us on tonight? Just come on, sis. Just a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Sis, there has to be
Oh, man.
something that you just love and you can just bless us with a
Also
little.
because of the holidays.
Okay, whatever you
I
want to
might
bless us with.
just
I'm
a little,
listening.
I'll give you a little teaser.
Okay, please.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. And folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the seasons bright. All right, that's enough.
Yes, yes. Everybody's like, yes, in the comment section. They're like, come through, Monica.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah.
Y'all give us some hearts, y'all. Give us some hearts in the comment section. Give
I
us some
love
hearts.
y'all.
Give us some hearts.
You
Yes.
totally stumped me on that one. I was not expecting that.
Girl, you never know what I'm gonna say. Okay. You don't know what I'm gonna say. Okay. You just got to be ready. Got to be ready.
I know that you're the interviewer, but I have to tell you, now that I warmed up a little bit, because I was a little nervous in the beginning, I'm
Okay.
not going to lie.
Okay.
You have helped change my life more than you know. Not only me, but I could speak for all of my alopecian sisters. If it was not for your group and some other groups, I think I mentioned this earlier, I don't think this transition would be as well as it is right now, because I was broken when I didn't know there was so many people like me, so many women, that I wasn't alone. And just going into the groups and people giving me advice. When I first took the wig off, I had some scarring on my head and I needed to know how to treat my scalp. And I didn't know any of that. And if I didn't have you and I didn't have the groups, I wouldn't be doing this right now. So thank you for everything that you're doing for us. It means a lot. Sorry.
You're welcome, sis. Now don't you start crying, girl, because then you're gonna make me cry and my lashes may fall off. And you know we can't be having no lashes coming off tonight. Girl.
I mean it. You are an angel. I got a couple of angels. My first, my weight loss, my trainer that I had that helped me to guide me to lose all the weight. If it wasn't for her, I call her my angel, because she took me on as a client in the beginning and she showed me how to eat right, and she saved my life, I feel. And now she helped me and now I'm passing it on, helping other people. So
That's what we do.
and that's what you're inspiring me, because now I want to add advocate to my titles, whatever
There it
that
is.
title,
Yeah.
because I'm compelled to tell people that they're not alone.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
we we have each other.
We do.
You know, you got to have that support system. It's so important.
You do. You do.
And I
And
didn't have, I mean, not that my parents didn't support me, they just didn't know. You
yes,
know, back then we didn't know what was going on. They tried, my mother, she would take the hair and try to fix it, and she'd be crying, I'd be crying. It was just a mess. We didn't have the knowledge that we have now, you know? So whew.
mm. How did your thank you for that, for sharing that. How did your family um walk alongside you? Because I know you're married. What kind of support were they for you, and what did that look like?
I will tell you that I kept the secret, the secret of me being bald, coming forward in the public, I should say, for as long as I did. I feel not just because of me being scared, that was a huge part, but I also was worried and was concerned about my son because he's a teenager. And I didn't want him to, I don't want to cry. I didn't
Yeah.
want him to endure what I did with the
Mm,
bullying. Oh, what's up with your mom? Because in my town, people know me as the singer, this fitness lady. And so I'm kind of like in the public eye, if you will.
yes.
So I was very careful. Like I was more worried about coming forward because I didn't want him to get picked on. I didn't want people questioning him and him feeling uncomfortable. So I kept silent longer than I really wanted to. And then I said to him, I said, sweetheart, I says, Mom, really, I had enough of the wigs and I really want to be myself. I want to come forward and stop wearing wigs. And he said, Mom, he goes, I just want you to be happy. I want you to do it. Because I needed his blessing first.
Yes.
I
Yes.
did. For me as a mom, that meant more to me. I would rather keep it a secret. If I knew that it would hurt him, I would have kept it a secret. I would have. But him saying, Mom, I want you to be happy. Please free yourself.
Bless.
So I did. And that's how my transition was. You know, I did it in the public. I did it on Facebook first because I wanted to kind of ease the blow, if you will, because I know
Yes.
people would probably say, oh, you have cancer, or she's sick, or what's wrong with your mom, or not even your mom, what's wrong with you? So I put it out in the public, and I felt it helped me so much by doing it that way,
Yes.
because when people saw me in person, it was like, okay, I saw your post, and the love that people shared and poured out to me. So all the people that are watching, like my friends and friends, thank you, because I felt the love, because it was rough. I was so scared, so scared. But the love, I'm crying happy tears now. These are not sad
Yes.
tears of the past and oh my boo hoo, woe is me. It's like the love that I'm feeling is immeasurable.
Right.
So
That's right.
yeah, you didn't ask for all of that, did you?
No, and it's okay, sis.
I'm sorry.
Tonight, like I told you earlier, that tonight was all about you. It's all about you, because when people share their stories, there are people that are going to relate to your story. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hear your heart, and you're going to be able to help them. So tonight's about you. It's not even about me. I'm just on the screen, girl. I'm just here. It's
I
really
just
about
remember
you.
feeling like, how I felt so ugly, like because I kept hearing it all the time. You ugly, bald headed, blank, blank, blank. Like that's why I made a vow I'd never walk out of the house, and then it took me all this time to do it. And I'm like, but I feel like also it's a different time. It was a different time. Now I feel like, I don't know whether you agree that it's more acceptable now because
Yeah.
we have a couple of celebrities and that kind of made it cool to be bald, which I thank God for them,
Hmm.
because it did make it a little easier, I think.
Yes.
But it's still, it was still hard.
Of course. Of course, because it's a
It
part of
easier.
us.
I'm
our
sorry.
hair. I said, because it's a part of us. I mean, when you think about women and how society tells us what we're supposed to look like, what size we're supposed to be, the
Mhm.
clothes we're supposed to wear, it's a lot of pressure on women. So I get it.
Yes.
I get it. I get it. So we're gonna talk about some fun stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So we talked about how growing up, we didn't see people like us. We just didn't have that connection. How do you think the impact is going to have on someone that picks up our magazine?
Ooh,
Because this is our
I,
second one. This is our first one, and this is our second one. How do you think it's
I
going to impact?
wish, I wish that I had that when I was, going through. You are stunning. Look at you. She's like, ah.
Girl, no, when I
Yes.
look at myself, no, to be honest with you, when I look at myself on these covers, and people they don't understand this,
You
but
are
I,
stunning.
I'm, I'm, I'm in awe because
Yes.
there was a time, Monica, when I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror, let alone stand in front of a camera.
I feel now you can't get me off the camera.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I
You
get
know what
it.
I mean? You get
Mhm.
to a point. So when God told me to do this, it
I'm so
wasn't even
glad
about
you
it wasn't
listened.
even about Jamie. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It was about everybody. I mean, when you look in this magazine, there's people from all over the world. Do you hear
And they're
me?
all bald.
And they're all bald.
Yes,
Play,
bald power.
play a game. And in our first issue, what's so amazing about this magazine is we have children. See, y'all just gonna have to get both. If you don't have both of them, we have children in here.
Oh yes.
We
Okay.
have children in here. Look at this. From all
Mhm.
over the world. We're talking about from the
And then you
UK.
see why I want to cry.
Yeah,
Like,
look,
thank you. Thank you.
look, our sisters from Spain, from everywhere. Wait, I gotta show you guys, and our brothers. Don't play,
Wow.
okay? People from all over the world, Colombia, Spain, Ghana, everywhere, everywhere. So can you
Wow.
imagine how it's gonna impact our babies?
I am so, oh my God.
Our babies to pick up a magazine and see
Yes.
their
Oh, look, mommy. She looks just like me, or he looks just like me. Isn't it nice? It's almost like when the ball Barbie came out. I just nearly died. I
yes.
said, oh my God, about daggone time.
It took long enough. And you know what? This is history. We are the first magazine on the market,
Hmm.
the very first magazine on the market. And all I'm asking for people to do is to go purchase.
Buy it.
Have a
I will
subscription
say it,
plan,
people, go and buy the magazine.
please. It's the only way we're gonna keep going and moving because I got some bigger plans for us
No,
because it's not about Jamie.
you're the only one that has a completely bald. Wow.
Magazine. The only okay. Girl, I don't think they heard us in the
I
back.
want every bald, you didn't ask me to say this. I want every bald woman out there that's listening to this right now. If you have not gotten a copy of that, please do, because this is, like you said, history. The only bald magazine.
On the planet.
Come on. Come on.
Every person in here is bald. The writers that are in this magazine, they're either bald or they work in the hair loss industry or they have a family member that's bald. So I was strategic in who I even asked to be writers. Okay, so
That's fantastic,
this is
Jane.
history. This is really history, and I'm just amazed. God is so good. I need y'all to purchase, please. And when you purchase the magazine, please take a picture with the picture. I mean, with the magazine, and tag me so we can post you and put you on our Bought Live magazine Facebook page and Instagram account. Buy the magazine, take a picture,
Yes. I
because I
can't wait
want to
to get
get you in.
mine.
I can't wait till you get yours, and I can't wait to get you in it next year. I'm not playing with you.
Oh, I'll be in it. I'll do it.
I'm not playing with you. I am not playing with you, Monica. Not today. You hear me? Not today.
I
Not
got you.
today. So I just have to bring that up because like we were talking earlier, we are so underrepresented in
Yeah.
society. You know, the Black Panther
In
movie
the
came out.
movie, I was so happy when the Black Panther had the ball. I mean, ever.
See that many bald women on a movie screen? That was
Wow.
amazing.
But not enough.
But
Why
not
is only one?
exactly.
Maybe three years ago. What do we have? G.I. Jane and a couple of other ones.
Mm-hmm.
But
But we're
wow.
changing the game with the
I
magazine.
think that's your next thing. You're gonna have to make a movie.
Oh,
Another
okay. Why are you all up in my stuff, girl? Yes. Because you know I did a documentary, right? You know I did a documentary.
Oh, I did. Yes,
Um,
I did. I did. No, you did
Yep.
not.
And it's in the film festival circuit right now. And I was just talking to one of my girlfriends the other day live on Facebook, and I was telling her, she said, what do you want to do next? I was telling her a movie. So for you to say that, yes, a movie. I am not playing.
Ooh,
A
I
movie.
see the hearts on my phone over there. They're giving us hearts.
Come on, y'all.
All about the movie.
Yes, 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 yes. My girlfriend said on here, she said we got to have a ball virtual concert. Yes, with Monica sing, and we got a whole bunch of ball women that can sing. That would
Yes,
be amazing. Maybe
let's do it. We
I
go
think
on the
we're gonna do
road.
that. Okay, I think we're gonna have to organize that.
I'm
A
there.
virtual
I'll
concert.
travel.
But
Hopefully, Rona will
but you
die
know,
off.
I think we'll have to do a virtual. We could just
Okay,
do a virtual
we
concert.
can do that.
I think that would be amazing. That would be
You know what
amazing.
I'm looking forward to? My baldversary is coming up February 26th. It's already almost a year. Can you believe it?
Oh wow, that came by fast, didn't it?
I can't even believe it. I was looking, I was like, oh my goodness.
And look where you are today. Look at you. Look at how
I
you've
can't even
grown.
believe it. Like everything that's happened this year. I mean, yeah, we had Corona and it was terrible, it's horrible. But for all the bad, I've had so many good things happen because I'm living my truth. It's just I'm so grateful and blessed.
What
You
would
know?
you say to a woman, man, child, somebody dealing with hair loss, or even somebody who may be connected to someone who's dealing with hair loss? What words of encouragement or advice would you give them tonight?
Um, I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. So I did write myself a little couple of notes
Okay.
because I wanna say this. Um, I think I said it earlier. You're not alone. You're not alone. And if you can, I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you're younger, you want to keep things quiet, but reach out. You know, if you talk to a friend or your mom or however, like just, you got to get it out. I feel like for me, talking about it, you didn't want to talk about it, but now that I'm talking about it, it's healing,
Yes.
you know? You got to get that out because it will eat you alive. It will kill you. It will give you a slow. I'm telling you, I was dying literally like inside. Nobody
Yes.
knew what was going on. So if I could say, just get it out, go and talk to, uh, uh, um, what do you call,
Counselor.
yeah, counseling, therapy, anything. I did, you
Me
know, it
too.
helped support groups.
Yes.
I'm telling you, like you, I keep giving homage to you because I wouldn't be where I am right now, like coming out of my little shell like a little turtle, you know, blossoming like a flower without, you know, sharing
Yes.
and getting it out there. You're not alone, sisters, you know, you're not alone.
I know that's right. And that's why we have a responsibility. God allowed this to happen to us because He knew that we could go out and touch other people. Because at the end of the day, it's not about us, it's about who we can encourage and who we can touch. And like you said, at the end of the day, you're not alone. So, anybody that's watching this video, know that you are not alone. Please share this video. You guys share, 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 share. We will be putting this on YouTube. I didn't tell you that, did I? Yes. Ball Life TV. Follow us, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, you guys. Ball Life TV, please, because we're the only YouTube channel that focuses on all ball people. Our whole show is all about ball people. So we're just creating history on every level, the magazine, all of that. So you're about to say something, sis. What were you about to say?
Just loving you. Just I feel like, I mean, we never met in person, but I feel like I've met you like a long time ago. Like I'm just talking to a friend. You know, in the beginning, I was a little nervous because like this is my first live interview, let alone talking about my story and you know, but I said I wanted to do this. If I could help just one person, one young girl, anybody going through, not even just alopecia, just anything in general, letting you know that you are not alone. Never feel that you are by yourself, that there's nobody out there that can help you.
Got
Because
that right. That's a lie.
Like that it's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I held that for so long, not realizing that there was a whole community of us. Please stop playing.
Changing the game. Changing the game. That's what we're doing.
That was the game changer.
When I
see all these beautiful bald women and men like me, I'm like, wow, this is absolutely amazing.
Yes. It is amazing because I connect with so many people from all over the world, especially my babies, my alopecia babies that, you know, they're on the verge of suicide. I mean, it's that deep. And people don't realize that.
I've been in that dark place. I know.
Yeah. And I've been in that dark place as well, not wanting to live, not realizing that God had a purpose for my life, not understanding that. But the more we share our story, our story is not for us, it's for somebody else. The more we share our story, the more people we can help. And that's why this platform is here. So anybody that's walking around, they're living with alopecia, you want to share your story in our platform, reach out to me.
Yes.
Reach out to Jamie Elmer, reach out to the Ball Life magazine to share your story. I mean, we have been booked back to back since April when we started this.
Wow.
And we're already almost booked all the way up into January. So, I mean, there's more and more people that need to and want to share their story.
And I want to put that out there too. Anybody in my friends, like on my pages, and you're seeing this and you are suffering or going through anything, especially alopecia, please DM me. And if I can help you in any way, you're not alone.
Exactly. You're not alone. So sis, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing tonight. Thank you for being transparent. Thank you for giving us a snapshot of your journey, because I know there are layers and layers and layers of your story that you were not able to share tonight. But thank you for sharing with us tonight what you did. And I appreciate you. I look forward to our collaboration. I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing something.
Definitely in that magazine. We're doing it next year.
Okay. Y'all heard that. Y'all was my witness. That she said she's going to be in the magazine. Y'all hear that, right? Okay. She's going to be in the magazine. So I'm excited. I'm honored. I don't take it lightly. Thank you guys. Please share this video out, because you never know who needs to hear Monica's story, who needs to hear what we shared on tonight. So you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. We'll be back.
Did you want to do Instagram?
Yeah. Oh, y'all, we're going to be on Instagram in a few minutes. How about that? We're going to be, y'all, she's feeling it now. She's ready to go.
It's Friday night, and I haven't popped this. I had a nice little glass. I was going to have a glass.
Why don't you just go ahead and get your wine glass, and we'll have, you can sit.
I'll have a little glass. We're just two girlfriends.
Yeah, let's do it on Instagram. I got some cider in the that's the only thing I got in the house. I got some cider. I ain't even got a wine glass, but I'm gonna go get my cider, and I'm gonna pour me some cider. You go pour your wine, and we're gonna get on Instagram, and we're gonna have us another interview conversation. How about that?
Wow. All my people that are watching, if you're on Instagram and you want to pop over, I'll see you over there.
Yes, we'll see you guys over there in a minute. And sis, I will inbox you in a second, but I'm gonna set up so we can go on Instagram in a few minutes.
Perfect.
Okay. Good night, everybody. You guys have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Share. VaultLifeMagazine.com. Please purchase your magazine. Volume 2. You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon next week. Bye-bye.